Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and at the end of this video, I'm going to introduce you to someone that I've talked about since the very beginning of this channel a lot. Someone that you've never seen, but you will see them at the end of this video. That would be the official father of the Digital Asset Investor channel. I've talked about him a lot on this channel, and at the end of this video, you will see him, and I'll show you the context. Listen up. Okay, so the market's pulling back. Remember, we had a similar pullback a couple of weeks ago. This got down to, I believe, 549 billion or so. But what I want to remind you of, do not forget, whatever you do, I'm going to beat the table. Do not forget, Brian Brooks of the OCC said the next 6 to 8 weeks are going to provide all sorts of regulatory clarity. For anyone out there that's listening to my voice, whatever you do, and we have the flare drop coming on December 12th. Or the snapshot on December 12th. Whatever you do, hang tight. I'm not telling you to buy anything. I'm not a financial advisor, but I am telling you that what I will be doing is buying the dips and not only holding, but buying the dips. I will be buying more XRP as soon as I get my mitts on a little bit of money to do so. In fact, I did yesterday. I'm buying all the way up to this flare drop. I'm getting some really good vibes from the things I'm seeing and hearing about the flare drop, okay? When Coinbase added them, and then I find out that people are going to stop, they're going to halt trading on XRP, that sends up flags for me, because that makes me believe this thing is bigger than we can even imagine. Okay. Moving along, Joker came in today and he says, imagine selling Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, Litecoin, XLM on November 14th. According to the Greed and Fear Index, Bitcoin is up $5,000 per Bitcoin. XRP tripled, XLM doubled. And this is when they were telling you it was an extremely greedy factor. Then he comes in on this one. He says, what's Bitcoin good at? A bull flag to target 23K. Hunt SLs for longs, create a bearish sentiment, 12K MEMS, liquidate shorts all the way up to 23K. What should you do? Put big boy pants on. Buy the effing dip. Do not trade leverage. Hashtag XRP. Is this an XRP chart or a, no, that's a Bitcoin chart. Okay. But he says buy the dips. Now this is just as a reminder, this is a trader over in Australia, and he's one of the few traders I follow. But he says put your big boy pants on. I wanted to remind some people that probably don't know. You've probably seen my logo, but you've probably never looked closely enough to see what it is. A long time ago, in the middle of the bear market, I made a comment to my audience that those of you that are crying and you're crying the blues because of what the market's doing right now, instead of just buying the dips, that they needed to put on their big boy pants and understand what they're invested in. Okay. And so that became a whole thing for this channel. And I also have talked a lot about how I put cinnamon in my coffee. So what my logo is big boy pants here, cinnamon sticks in the pants, and coffee beans. And this is done in one of my next videos. I will show you. I forgot to pull the Twitter feed. I'll show you the Twitter feed for the guy that created this for me, and in my next video or so. Okay, Jonathan D sent me this scoop. Spain's second largest bank, BBVA, is poised to enter the cryptocurrency trading and custody space, according to two people familiar with the plans. Remember, Brad Garlinghouse called this the year of the digital asset and said that by the end of this year, 10 of the top 20 largest banks in the world would be doing just this, cryptocurrency trading and custody. So watch out, folks, because these guys aren't the first or the last. These guys, it's coming. I mean, this is right now, I feel like we are within an 8-week or so period of things that we can't even imagine happening. Things we've been imagining for 2 or 3 years, some of us, but we're here now. It's time. Okay. Don, at RD5022 sent me this. Wrath of Kahneman, more direct confirmation. EuroXM is using XRP in their 2020 corporate profile. I don't suppose these flows can be definitely spotted by various liquidity trackers, but this is EuroXM's page. And down here it says on-demand liquidity uniquely uses Ripple XRP, digital asset as the underlying exchange mechanism, dramatically lowering operational costs, enabling real-time local currency payments across emerging markets, improving customer experience, all without the need for scarce, costly fiat currency. Okay, now I want to show you this. This is from XRP Yo-Yo. This is this guy, however you say that name, governor of the Bank of Mexico, and John Cunliffe, Deputy Governor, Bank of England. Listen to what he says. What does this sound like to you?
Cross-border payments sit at the heart of international trade and economic activity. However, for too long, cross-border payments have faced four key challenges: high cost, low speed, limited access, and insufficient transparency. Faster, cheaper, more transparent, and inclusive cross-border payments would bring widespread benefits to supporting economic growth, international trade, development, and financial inclusion. Given the cross-border nature of these markets, coordinated international action is central to addressing these issues. And, of course, the involvement of the private sector is vital. In February, the G20, the group of the world's largest economies, called for action to enhance cross-border payments. We have now delivered a roadmap to the G20 designed to make a real difference in addressing the challenges for existing cross-border payments. The roadmap provides a high-level plan which sets ambitious but achievable goals.
This roadmap brings together a coalition of international and national actors to deliver on 5 focus areas. First, a commitment to a joint public and private sector vision of the improvements in cross-border payments we want to achieve. Second, steps to coordinate regulatory, supervisory, and oversight frameworks between jurisdictions.
While you listen to
Third, changes to existing payment infrastructures so it can support the changes in cross-border payments we need. Fourth, better data quality and market practices to enable reliable straight-through processing of cross-border payments. And fifth, exploratory work to examine the role that new technologies and payment infrastructures might bring in delivering these improvements. The roadmap we published today sets out in detail the steps required by a wide range of stakeholders to make cross-border payments faster, cheaper, more transparent, and more reliable.
And what in the world does that sound like? That's from the FSB. And if you go to the FSB, just so you know, go down the list. Lael Brainerd is on the FSB. Jay Clayton, chairman of the SEC. Brent McIntosh from the Department of Treasury. So just a few names you might recognize. Okay, moving along. XRP Crypto Wolf, Flare Head of Business Development, Mohammed Taisir. Let me see. Yeah. Head of Business Development for Flare will be doing a Q&A interview with his patron. So you can go and join XRP Crypto Wolf's Patreon group, and they're going to be doing a Q&A before the Spark Snapshot if you wanted to learn more about that. Also, XRP Crypto Wolf Citigroup CEO Michael Corbett has revealed that the bank is working with some governments to create digital currencies. A number of central banks are running consultations on the subject of CBDC, and Citi is actively participating in those consultations. Okay, Crypto Dim sent me this from Stephen Bull Diet. Nearly 9,000 XRP tokens were burned in 8 days. On average, more than 1,000 XRP per day are being destroyed. See, this is something a lot of people don't realize, is that XRP is actually burned as all of this happens. So imagine, you tell me, what makes more sense to you? Owning your share of 100 billion XRP that are being burned, or owning your share of US dollars that are being where they printed more money in 1 month than in 2 centuries. And this was back in July. Printed more money. Let's say that again. They printed more money in 1 month than in 2 centuries. I mean, my son could draw you a picture of that printing press. I can promise you that. Even though he's tired, my son is tired. My 8-year-old he is really disgusted by having to draw pictures, by the way. He's done with drawing pictures. But if the right situation comes along and I'm willing to buy him the right Lego set, I think we can get him to draw whatever we want. So we need to spend our drawings wisely. We need to make sure not to ask him too much. He's not really keen on drawing us pictures anymore. Stewart XRP sent me this. PayPal, which now offers Bitcoin to its users, is growing faster than any regular U.S. bank. Roughly 350 million people banked with PayPal last month, more than any U.S. financial institution. PayPal is now more valuable than any bank other than J.P. Morgan. That's amazing. And you better believe the banks that are competing with them are watching what they're doing, just like the people that are watching what has happened for MoneyGram by partnering with Ripple are watching what they're doing. And it's not a coincidence that everybody that jumps into crypto is all of a sudden their business is going crazy. It's not a coincidence. They're all coming. I've always said that they're all going to be here. Not some of them, all of them are joining this party. Okay. Now, Michael at VAL5 links, China is now allowing citizens to transfer the digital yuan to each other by simply tapping phones. The new trial is a bid to make using the currency as simple as possible. Okay, now this is interesting. First, there's this tweet from R3. R3 is proud to be powering the BIS, SNB, and 6 proof of concept to integrate tokenized digital assets and central bank money with Corda. Okay, so remember those names. Then we go to this. Wrath of Kahneman, Ripple investor SBI, and 6 Digital Exchange have formed a joint venture in Singapore to issue, trade, and store digital assets for institutional investors. This is shortly after 6 invested in Custodigit, an institutional-grade crypto custody firm launching Q1 2021. This is a tweet from Yoshitaka Katal, announcement of basic agreement on establishment of joint venture with 6 Digital Exchange in Switzerland, providing digital asset issuance, trading, storage functions for Singapore-based institutional investors, SBI Holdings, SBI Digital Asset Holdings. Now, just a little tiny reminder, this is from back April 2019 from Neil Duncan. SBI Group, Ripple, and R3 are companies with technology closest to a global standard. SBI has plans to promote establishment of a settlement system that utilizes affinity between R3 and XRP. And these slides you're looking at are from, I think it's the annual report from SBI. Promote establishment of settlement system that utilize affinity of company R3 and XRP. It shows R3, Ripple, R3 Ripple solution become a global standard for financial operations such as international money transfers and trade finance. Promoting collaboration between Ripple and R3 companies with technology closest to a global standard. For those of you that don't know, SBI is an investor in Ripple and an investor in R3. There are no coincidences. All this is connected, folks. Just wanted to make you aware of that. Okay, RizXRP sent me this. This kind of comes right in line too. From Bank XRP, Ripple Partner and Ripple ODL Exchange, Bittrex Global lists tokenized Apple, Amazon, Tesla stocks for trading. That is a monster, folks. Now, I have read this quote to you many times on this channel. Those of you that haven't seen it, it's from Calvin Coolidge. Nothing in this world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men with talent, people with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated failures. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. Now that quote right there, I was raised on that quote. My father made me memorize that quote when I was younger. I've mentioned on this channel many, many times different things that my father has said to me. For instance, yesterday, I think I mentioned to you that he said none of this is going to happen without JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs, which he did say. Okay, and he's right. Nothing in this world happens without in the financial world in the United States, or the world for that matter, is going to happen without JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs. Okay? And he's also told me, one thing he's also told me a lot is that the best investments he's ever made are the things that he looked into and that made sense. His best investments were not the things that his broker recommended to him. Okay. But my father's been, of course, he's been a big part of my life. And so he's been a big part of who I am and what this channel has become. Well, I was talking to my father a month or two ago, and, you know, he's getting older, and he decided that he, might be interested in giving a shot at doing his own YouTube channel. Now, me and my father do not agree on everything, and so his views on things are his views. But he decided that he was going to start his own YouTube channel, really just for fun. And so I said, go for it. I think you should do it. And so he decided that he was going to cover all kinds of different topics. He's not focusing just on digital currencies, but he's going to cover topics that are on anything. It can be conspiracies or different things you hear about, or different, it could be UFOs. It doesn't matter. He's going to do all kinds of interesting topics, things that some people might be into, some people might not. Well, so today I'm showing you, I've been talking about him for over 2 years. This is the official father of the Digital Asset Investor channel. Now, on his channel, he is using a name, which is a stage name, because he wasn't going to say, put his name out there. But I want to show you what his channel is. It's called CFTT TV, and he's just getting started. And you need to understand that just like when I started, if you go back and look at watch one of my first few videos, I was trying to figure it out. And I'm not even saying that I've totally figured it out now, but I've done the best I can. But one thing that my father, who is a perfectionist, has done is right out of the gate, he wanted to make sure that he had a setup. His setup is 10 times better than my setup, and he's got graphics. He's got all the things that I see all these YouTubers having. It's not, my style on this channel is just to show you the screen. That's kind of what I stick with. But he's got I'm jealous of the setup. When you see his setup, it's like, wow. So, anyway, I was going to show you about a minute of this, and go give him a subscribe. He's just getting started, and he admittedly is not perfect at this yet. He's working on it. He's trying to get used to doing this. But he's got some content. He's putting together good content, and that's really the key. What I learned with my channel is that you figure things out over time in terms of how you present things, and you get better just by doing. And that's a lesson of life to all you out there. But listen to about a minute of this, and go give him a subscribe at CFTT TV. And that is the official father of the Digital Asset Investor channel.
Real estate, credit networks, voting, smart contracts, derivatives, and the list goes on. We are talking about every transaction that now takes place in the world, all the world's money. According to New Digital Culture, Bitcoin is currently the star
Look at those
of the crypto
graphics.
space, again after hitting a new all-time high on some exchanges yesterday. At the moment of writing this article, Bitcoin was trading at $19,300, and there are many savvy insiders with financial investment firms, banks, and exchanges that are gearing up for a Bitcoin and predict that it will reach $1 million within the next 2 to 5 years. They also say the mainstream use of cryptocurrency is getting stronger with each passing day. Reuters reported yesterday that the S&P Dow Jones indexes will launch cryptocurrency in 2021. They hope that more reliable pricing data will make it easier for investors to assess this new asset class. Yes, again, cryptocurrency is a new asset class. And this action by the S&P Dow Jones will make it much easier for the everyday investor to stay informed and trade cryptos. Everybody get ready.
He can even move himself around the screen. So anyway, go check him out. And again, one more time, CFTT TV. Give him a subscribe. I am subscribed. I'm just not logged in right now. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends and family that the official father of the Digital Asset Investor channel has his own little channel now. So go give him a subscribe. Thanks for listening.